Hello, 1 Minute Futures Trader here. We are looking at NQ price action. Today is Tuesday, March 5th. On the left, we have 5-minute chart, and on the right, we have 800 thick chart. So after the market open, right around here, we start selling off after failing on that double bottom here, prior low test. And on the 5-minute chart, as you can see, that price went through the pivot level here, and we had some wicks here. Those got rejected, and we printed lower, and now we have some more wicks printing here. So this can be a base here. So if it does, we may see a retest high level here, or if we fail this wicks here again, then next level is gonna be the next pivot level below 17,998 level here. So this is pretty much what I'm looking here is if we see a momentum kind of pushing higher, we may see go back up. At least we may retest this pivot above or moving average level here to see what the price is going to do here. Okay, so the price after breaking this level here, they test the pivot level above. Now the price is testing this moving average level here. I see that the buyers are stepping in. I like that bar here, kind of momentum start kicking in. So I entered a long here to see that if the momentum is going to continue for the upside. And I really want to see the momentum right now keep going, because if I see the bars are not doing well, then I'm going to close it. Because right now on the 5-minute, we are testing the 9 EMA. This can be a rejection area. So I didn't like that bar here that printed like that. And I close it with a small profit there, because what I was looking here is another momentum bar keep printing. I really did not want to see the price going below prior bar. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna wait for price do another retest here, and then moving average level here, we have 25 here, to see what the price is gonna do there. And if we see another bounce here, we may get another chance for the upside, or they may fail. And again, keep in mind that 5-minute is now testing still 9 EMA level here, and we are still below the pivot level. But this can be, if this is gonna be a reversal from here, then I want to see this 5-minute bar kind of full close above or at the 9 EMA level at least. So if you see a big wick here, then it can be possible to retest the low area here and testing these wicks here. Okay, now the prices so far tested the moving average, and now looks like they are kind of trying to push it above the pivot again. I see that momentum is kind of kicking in. I like that bar close like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna enter along there. Okay, there is another momentum on the 5-minute. We are above the 9 EMA. And I want to see again another nice momentum bar. I don't want to see that bar going below the prior bar, low of the prior bar. So I want to see that momentum kind of keep pushing up. Right now we are retesting the prior high here. But if I don't see the momentum, then I'm gonna out of the trade. Okay, so far, yeah, I didn't like that retesting low, so I closed it with a small loss. Because right now we tested here, and then we did another momentum, right? So this needs to be bounced here. So if we see a failure here at this pivot level, then it can be a good chance for the sellers to step in here. So far we got some buyers. Right now I'm looking at this bar here, if this is gonna do another wick or it is gonna close with a full bar. Okay, so it closed with a full bar with for the downside. That is good sign for downside. Where I entered a short there, because on the 5-minute, the 5-minute bar is closed with a wick, and we are below the pivot and below the 9 EMA level. So this can be a reversal here. Rejection here to retest the low area, or even go lower if they can bounce from there. So those are what I'm thinking, that we did a wick here, and then we are below the pivot, and then we tried couple times and then they failed. Now we have the momentum right now for the downside, which is good sign for the sellers so far. And now we are kind of trying to break this uptrend here. We are printing below the 50 SMA. And again, I don't want to see the bar printing prior bars. I want to see the momentum. I don't want to see the price goes above the moving average right now. That will be my exiting point pretty much. Right now the price is kind of slowed down a bit. So then there can be possible that before the momentum kicks in, you may see a slowing down in the price action a little bit. Right now, if we don't see a bounce from here, it can be very possible that we may see a momentum bar kind of start kicking in here. The 5 minute is so far looking good. We have sellers on the prior bar, and on this bar here we have so far sellers kind of trying to push this price down. Bigger time direction is on our side, so the price is selling after the market open, and so far the prices keep going down nicely. I like the bars are printing. I really like these two bars here printed like that. Those are nice momentum bars there without wick here on the bottoms or tops. They are not going above the prior bar. Okay, and I'm kind of trying to take my profit at the low, prior low area. Most likely they're gonna retest this low, wick areas, prior stops. They most likely gonna take those stops out before going back up or continuation for the downside. And I see some profit taken there. So people are taking some profits there. Some buyers also trying to stepping in for a double bottom. But still, I think that the price kind of go through these stops here because it came all the way down here. Then most likely, in my experience, they just run through this, clear this area before they go back up. The momentum is on the seller side so far, so it is possible that they just run through this double bottom here. And that reached my target there, and yeah, they cleared the stops here. Yeah, so that was a nice drop from the sellers. And the price later on pulled back to the 25 exponential moving average. We got rejection there again, and then start selling off after breaking the prior low area again. So this is the afternoon session. I was looking at a level from a bigger time frame. So this is a 60,000 thick chart. Pretty much this low area here on this 800 thick chart where we did a bounce from, and we saw that there's some momentum kind of kicking in after this price reached that level. That was actually right here on this level here where the prior low area a couple days ago. From there, this can be a good chance that if there is gonna be a reversal, this can be a good place to start. That is why I'm kind of interested in this move here, and then to see on this pullback what the pullback is going to do at this moving average level. So if the price is gonna be trying to stay above the moving averages, and on the 5 minute chart also we have this downtrend, are we going to see a bar breaking this downtrend? Because so far we have a nice 5 minute bar printed with some wicks on the bottoms. Almost half of that is a wick as well, showing that there are some nice buying action there happened. And then if we see another bar is kind of going through these levels and closing above this moving averages and breaking this downtrend, then it can be a possibility that this can be a base area for a reversal, at least retesting the prior high levels here, because we have a range above here that can be possible the price attracted to that range area above. And plus we have at the end of the day before the close, it is very possible that we can have a run before the close. So those are the ideas that I'm kind of looking, I was thinking, and then kind of try to see if I see a momentum, then I'm kind of ready to jump in for the long side. So far I like these bars here, kind of every time we come visit, we see the buyers are stepping in. We have a wick here, we have another momentum bar there, we got another one breaking this level here, so I jumped in. And now I'm looking at the 5 minute here, that it is going to test that 25 moving average there. So far is looking good for the 5 minute also. We are above the prior bars. We are gonna test the prior high level here on the 800 tick chart here. And then again, I am looking for a momentum, kind of keep continuation. So if I see the bar is closing below the prior bar here, I may be just closing this position. Okay, so far the price is printing nicely, and I like the 5 minute. It is testing the 25 now. Some sellers there at that 25, but not too bad. So far it is still holding, and price is still above the 9 exponential on the 800 tick chart. And I like that bar printed on the 5 minute. That is nice. Now it is trying to break that downtrend line on the 5 minute. Okay, we have another nice momentum bar here. Okay, we are testing the prior high level here. We may see a bounce back from there or some profit taken. Okay, now the prices just went through the prior high. Okay, that's a nice push there. We're kind of looking at the prior high. That's a nice push there too. Okay, nice bars are printing, and we are getting ready to test that range area on the 5 minute chart here, the prior range area here. So we may see a pullback at that level, so which is right around here. So I'm kind of getting ready to take my profit there at that level. Kind of looking at the bars right now. Okay, so far the bars are still, I like it. I don't see any wicks printing. Okay, there may be some wicks printing on that bar there. Okay, so that bar did some selling there, some profit taken. Okay, there might be a good profit taken before a pullback possibility. So that hit my target there, and that is pretty much where the price went sideways on the 5 minute here. A little bit. Okay, so there are some sellers or profit taken. Yeah, so after the pullback from there, the price again bounced from the 25 one more time, retesting the high here. So we have 8 minutes to close still. The price may most likely continue for the upside from here. And you look at the 5 minute, the 5 minute looking pretty good, testing the prior high level here. So the starting point for this trade is I was looking at that bigger time frame at this level here, and that was the pretty much that low of the today's day, and which this is also the couple days prior day low area here. So if and when I see the momentum kind of start kicking in from here, it can be a good reason for me to just join the momentum, right? Because I have a good reason. This can be a double bottom or can be a bounce to retest the higher level. But instead do a bounce here. If we see a failure and then going below through here and retesting and retest holds, and then possibility for retesting the low levels here. Because of this reason, looking at the bigger time frame while you are trading with the smaller time frame, it helps a lot, right? This is kind of like for me as a map. I know that where I am in the trade, so I don't feel like I am lost. Because of that, it really helps me to figure out, especially at the key levels, what happens and then which side I need to be in. I hope this helps. I will see you on the next video. Thank you.